Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to an update video on my client William Jackson's Kestra build. It's the 1/1400 scale AMT Pro Shop version, and I have just about got all this stuff together. You can see I've got it all together and sealed up and everything. Working on the decals. Got the saucer pretty much done. Have just a few little details to put on around the phaser banks there, the little half circles that go around there. And let me zoom in real quick to kind of show you what I've been, kind of show you the detail work. I have all the lifeboats done on the top and bottom side of the saucer, but I want to talk about just a minute or two. I want to say thanks to Cameron Lewis from Cameron's Decals and such. He took the if you want to get in touch with him, I'll put his website up. It's Cameron Lewis, Cameron's Decals and such. You can reach him on Facebook as well. But I want to say, he did a real good job on the decals for this. He came up with the decals for the Kestra number, the number on this, the NCC 10111-A. This is for my client. Like I said, this is for my client William, and this ship was made for his. I built this ship for his daughter that had died, and this is kind of a build for her. So, but anyway, the lifeboats came from Cameron, and what these are the Enterprise D lifeboats, and what he did is he kind of scaled them up a little bit. Just enough to fill, make them fill in the shapes, where the squares are here, and they turned out real well. I'm very pleased with it and how those turned out. All the top and bottom stuff, a little bit of detail on the bottom to do as well. But if you're wondering, I've got all the, if you're wondering what, I've got the board ready to go. But I'm gonna talk a little bit about this in just a second. But I just got the gloss coat on everything. Still got a few windows to scrape out. Have a few lifeboats to put on. The phaser bank detail right there. And all the decals that go on the secondary hull. But the board I had for this, it failed on me, and I was talking to my buddy Ralph at Tenant Controls, and come to find out, we did a meter test. I put it on my voltage meter, and the navigational side of the board failed, because what it was doing is it was staying on, but it was kind of a pulsing thing, and you could see it trying to pulse, but it apparently something happened to it, and it fried that part of the circuit. So I'm going to be sending that back to Ralph, and he'll get it get it fixed and send it back out to me. I want to talk a little bit about these boards, guys. Whenever you touch these boards, Ralph made mention that you want to, for those of you, anybody that touches these boards, make sure that you touch something metal before you handle these boards, because your body builds up static electricity, and if you touch these boards with static electricity in your system, and you touch these boards, it's going to fry the board. It'll cause the computer on the board to fail. So whenever you touch, whenever you have touch these boards, guys, I would highly recommend you touch a doorknob or something metal that will discharge the electricity in your system, so you don't fail. So the boards don't fail on you. So that's what is going on with this. So I'm going to send this off. I should have this back in about a week or so. And in the meantime, I'm going to go through there and do all the fine detail stuff on it, get all the rest of the decals on the nacelles and the secondary hull and everything on that. So then we'll come back with the finale video of this next week when I get it all said and done. So, but that's pretty much it for this, guys. I want to say, like I said, Cameron did a really good job on these decals. I'm very pleased with them. I highly recommend him for these decals, and I'll put the link to his website up again at the end of the video. Rather, I'll do that, and at the end of the video, I'll put up all Tenant Controls and Cameron's website there, so you can contact him on this. So, but pretty much have everything done on this, and we should have this done next week. So by next week, and we'll do the finale video of it by then. I was hoping to have the finale video of it done today or tomorrow, but since the board failed, we're going to have to wait a week and get it back. So, but Ralph's pretty quick about getting that stuff out. So now I want to talk about just a little bit about Ed Lamb's build on his nacelle. If you remember, I went through and had done all the pretty much all the outside of the nacelle Aztec, and I was having trouble with the masking sticking to the back here where the candy cane stripe is, and talked to my Cameron about it, and he sent me a couple of pages of masking, and these are just straight lines, guys, and it's all the way down from a millimeter thick all the way to 2 centimeters, a centimeter to quite big. And I went through here and tried to find the right size, masking size that would fit this. And right here in this section here, you can see it has it fits real well. So what I did is I just plucked these off here and I lined them up a little bit, in the candy cane stripe, and then I took a very small piece of the very thin small row, put them in between, kind of like how Orbital Dry Dock does, and then I just started plucking them off a little bit. Each color I did, I removed a certain pattern, and once I got it all done, it turned out real well. I'm gonna be adding a few little pieces of that. There's a little bit of a gap between here and here, so I'm going to be going back through with a couple of colors, blue and a gold here, and then a white maybe in between. So then this side will be completely done, and then I for the most part, and then I have this little area right here to do, and then the bottom side there's some decal Aztec masking. It goes from here to here, and then some on the back, and then so what we're going to do is fill it in. I may just go ahead and fill it in all the way to here, at least to this point, with masking, and then we can go through and do our Aztec pattern that way, and then go back through on this one and do on the outside, do our detail painting, and then we can start on this one. So I can have, this will be a couple hours worth of work, guys, probably about 3 at the at the least, because of all the detail work that you got to put into these. But it's turned out real well, guys. This, I should have the other nacelle, if this one finished this week, by the end of the today or tomorrow, and then I should have the model done completely by Friday or Saturday, and where we can I can ship it off to him next week. So that's pretty much what's going on with this, guys. We got a couple other stuff, got some other stuff going on coming in. Got a 350 TOS coming in, and then sometime later in August or so, hopefully got another refit build to do. So we got a lot in store, guys, so for these next videos. So but until then, guys, this is we're gonna wrap this one up and call it a day, and go from there, guys. So take care, keep on building those models, guys, stay safe, and happy modeling, everybody.